Hello everyone, my name is Sonam Sandhu and I know you all are confused when it comes to essay structure or even 5 essay types. You get perplexed. You do not know what exactly to write, how many body paragraphs to make, and the way you need to write opinion as well. So guys, in this session I am going to explain all 5 essay structures in detail. So I am going to discuss 5 questions, and on the basis of those 5 questions I'll be explaining you the methodology of writing a particular essay type so that you will not face any problem later on. So let's get started without wasting further time, guys. So our first question is, many people who drop out of school are more successful than those who complete their studies. So they are talking about many people who drop out of school. Many who drop out of school are more successful than those who complete their studies. So those who are dropouts, they are more successful than those who complete their studies. We need to understand the question firstly, and that too in detail. Okay, so we'll understand. We have understood the question. They are talking about the students who have been dropped out from school. They are more successful than those who have completed their studies. Why does this happen? What does it require to be successful? So firstly, what is this question like? Why does this happen? Reason. What is causing this? Causes. What does it require to be successful? So what does it require to be successful? What things are required? Required to be successful. So guys, this is basically a mixed question. What is it? It is a mixed question. Why is it a mixed question? Because in the first one they are asking you causes, and in the second one they are asking you what does it require to be successful. They are not asking some solution. They are not asking some solution. They are just asking what is essential to be successful. So it is a mixed question. Okay, and what do we need to do in a question like such? Firstly, we are going to start with the introduction part. Following introduction in body paragraph 1, we are going to answer why dropouts are more successful than students who completed their studies. Why dropouts are more successful. So we are going to give the reason why dropouts more successful than students who completed their studies. So body paragraph 1. In body paragraph 2, we are going to mention what does it require to be successful. So things required to be successful, things essential to be successful, and followed by conclusion. Okay, so this is going to be followed by conclusion. We should know what exactly are they asking. So in body paragraph 1, why does this happen? So what are the reasons why the dropouts are more successful than those who complete their studies, and what does it require to be successful? Confidence, fluency in communication, hands-on experience. So we can say whatever we feel like writing here, but we should know the question properly. So it is a mixed question, and this is the structure. This structure we are going to use for mixed question. Now, we have an opinion question here. So, what are the opinion question? When the examiner is asking you, do you agree or disagree? To what extent do you agree or disagree? How far do you agree or disagree? What do you think about it? So, if it's do you agree or disagree, there is a big or there. Do you agree or disagree? Then we write either of two, either agree or disagree. But if they are asking to what extent do you agree or disagree, that means we can partially agree, partially disagree, partially agree, partially disagree. equally important, or totally agree, totally disagree. So we can go 70-30, we can go 50-50 as well. Try to understand. One good way to promote world peace. So one good way promote world peace is through international sporting events. So when they are participating regularly with the help of or in sporting events, it is promoting world peace. They are actually integrating on a regular basis. They have some sort of relationship on the basis of sporting events. So what is it? Why one good way to promote world peace is through international sporting events. To what extent do you agree or disagree? You can even totally agree. There are some of the students, and I have received comments as well. Students were asking, ma'am, can we totally agree, and to what extent? They have not mentioned you cannot totally agree. To what extent means, simply speaking, how far do you agree? So it can be totally agree, it can be partially agree, it can be totally disagree, it can be partially disagree. So you can go 70-30 as well. I support the above assertion to a major extent, or I support the above assertion despite some inhibitions. So that is like 70-30. Okay, so you can do this as well. So this is an opinion question, and what are we going? Let's say we totally support this. Let's say we totally support that one good way. This is actually one good way to promote world peace through international sporting events. Okay, so why is it one good way? That we need to write. So why? Because we are totally agreeing. Let's say we are totally agreeing. So why is it a good way? So we have to answer this. So basically guys, in body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2, we are just answering why and how. We should answer why and how. Why is it a good way and how? So that we are going to explain in body paragraph. So we should have two reasons. We can explain first reason in body paragraph 1 and second reason in body paragraph 2. Body paragraph 1 first reason, second reason in body paragraph 2. Please go through all my latest writing videos. I have explained how to write body paragraph, how to write example, and even how to write conclusion, every single thing in one playlist, writing playlist. Go through that. So second reason, body paragraph. What are we doing? We are going to start with introduction. In introduction, we are going to just rephrase the question and then we'll give our opinion. So, in my opinion, or I totally support the above assertion, as sporting events are not only helping in creating a bond between two countries, but also in uniting these two. So you can write your point. You are giving your opinion in introduction as well as in conclusion. Go through the conclusion video. You'll understand this thing in detail. Okay. So here also we are going to use the format. We'll start with intro. In body paragraph 1, we are going to state why we totally agree, first reason. Why we totally agree, second reason and second body paragraph, and ending at conclusion. So this is our second essay type, opinion essay. Now we have the third essay here, discuss both views and give your opinion. Opinion definitely we are going to state in introduction as well as in conclusion. But we should understand the question. Some believe that the best way to stay fit is to join a gym or health club, while others think doing everyday activities such as walking and climbing stairs is enough. So what do you think? So they are talking, they could try to understand and discuss both views. We have two groups. Let us consider two groups. Group A and Group B. So Group A is saying best way to stay fit is join a gym. Is the best way to stay fit. Okay. So this is what group A is saying. We have to explain this why and how. Now group B is saying walking and climbing will be enough. So walking and climbing stairs will be enough to stay fit. Will be enough to stay fit. Okay. So why is it so? If group A is saying some believe that, it is believed by some, it is argued by some that the best way or ideal way to stay fit or maintain fitness is to join some gym or take a gym membership, join some gym or a health club. While others think that doing everyday activities such as walking and climbing stairs is more than enough or would suffice. Instead of enough, you can write would suffice. So we have to write introduction. In introduction, we are going to paraphrase this statement. The first one. After paraphrasing this, we are going to state our opinion. In my opinion, joining a gym is far more beneficial than walking and climbing stairs. So you can state this and why. You can state the same in introduction only. Now in body paragraph 1, you are going to support the first group. So first group is saying best way is joining gym is the best way or the ideal way to stay fit. So you have to support this reason and you have to exemplify as well. So that is group A. Group B is saying that is we are going to write this in body paragraph 1. And in body paragraph 2 will state walking and climbing stairs is more than enough to maintain health or for maintaining fitness, to maintain the physique, to maintain weight. So we can actually write this. So we have to explain in body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2. Body paragraph 1 first view, body paragraph 2 second view and ending at conclusion. देखो conclusion and introduction are quite similar to each other. In intro you are paraphrasing it and then you are giving your opinion. In conclusion as well you are doing the same, paraphrasing and giving your opinion. So you are just restating your opinion. That is conclusion. One more thing that I would like to mention here. So guys, basically I'll mention here, whenever you are talking about body paragraph, in body paragraph, any body paragraph, first or second, you should firstly outline your ideas, outline your reasons. Then state why and how. And then exemplify, example. And you can conclude at end. If you wish to, that's your choice. Okay. So this is what we do in body paragraph. If you'll go through my body paragraph video, you'll understand the structure in detail. And that too with the help of an example. Now we have understood discussion essay. We'll proceed to fourth essay type, which is some people prefer to do the same job their entire life. So some people prefer to do the same job their entire life or throughout their entire life rather than frequently changing job. So rather than frequently changing jobs, prefer to do same job rather frequently changing jobs. Why is this? So why this is happening? Why is this happening? First of all, we have to give reason, causes of this, reasons for this. Why is this happening? So in first body paragraph, we are going to answer our first question. Why is this or why is this so? Why prefer to do the same job their entire life rather than frequently changing jobs? Is this a positive or a negative development? In the second one, they are asking your opinion. Okay, so it is again a mixed question. Okay, it is again a mixed question. Try to understand, guys. It is a mixed question, reasons and opinion. What are we going to say? Some people prefer to do. Why? So we have to give reason. Why some prefer. Here you do not care about grammar, just write a simple question. Why some prefer doing same job throughout their life up rather than changing frequent jobs. Okay, why some people prefer doing same jobs rather than changing. So we have to answer this. We have to give the reason for this. We have to support this idea. Why some people? We have to give the reasons as well. We are going to answer why and how. Now, is this a positive or a negative development? So it's totally your view. Let's say positive or negative. So we'll have to think of either of two. Either positive or negative. दोनों चीजें नहीं हो सकती हैं. Either positive or negative. Is this a positive or negative development? Let's say positive development. Positive development. Okay. So why is it positive? They are comfortable in their zone. They get appreciated for their work. Once you get old, you get more respect. So you can explain whatever reason you have. They have not mentioned you have to give more than one reason. So you can actually just give one reason and explain it elaborately. And this is the way I do. I'll suggest one also is more than enough until and unless the examiner is demanding advantages. So that's plural and we'll have to write more than one. Otherwise, you can just state one and explain it properly. Okay, so in body paragraph 1 you are going to give reasons, and body paragraph 2 you are going to state whether it's positive or negative. So if there is or, that means either of two. Simple, लिखो ये कहीं पे or is this a positive or negative development? That means either of two. But if it's how far, then you can go partially as well. And we are going to end it at conclusion. Conclusion and introduction are quite similar to each other. In introduction, we are going to rephrase this followed by the reasoning. And we can also state, however, this is a positive development or a positive advancement, evolvement according to me. So you can state that. Okay. In conclusion as well, you are going to state the same. Now proceeding to fifth one. A lot of people today move to other countries for their work. This has advantages and disadvantages for the children. A lot of people today move to other countries for their work. This has advantages and disadvantages for the children. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages and give your opinion. So, clearly speaking, in one body paragraph, advantages, two advantages, ES. In second body paragraph, two disadvantages, ES, and give your opinion. So, opinion is always given in introduction as well as in conclusion. So, introduction, advantages, disadvantages, again conclusion, in which you are going to state your opinion. Okay, so what is this? This is advantages and disadvantages essay. Lot of people today move to other countries for their work. So people are migrating to other countries for their work. This is advantages and disadvantages for the children. So try to understand advantages for children of such people. So let's say I am moving to some other country for work. What are the advantages for my children? Exposure. Disadvantages. He'll have to leave his friend circle in his native country. He'll feel depressed initially. He'll have to cope up with the new environment. So it's some sort of mental, it is some sort of mental, you can say, imbalance, which he or she would have to go through. So you can write all the points like this: disadvantages, advantages, and conclusion. In conclusion, you are going to state your opinion. I believe this is definitely good. It will be advantageous. However, it should be done when the children are young. However, this should be done when they are still toddlers or when they are still infants, as they'll get to cope up with the environment easily. or they'll get used to the environment easily. So we are going to write this answer like such. So if you have noticed, in every question we have made 4 body paragraphs only, and guys, to be frank to you, 4 body paragraphs are more than enough. Okay, now never write less than 290 words that you are going to write. So that means every paragraph should be of 110 or 115 words, except intro and conclusion. Intro can be of 50 and conclusion can be of 30 as well. So it will be total to 300 words. Take care of this. Now, just a quick revision. This is an advantages and disadvantages essay. Advantages and disadvantages essay. Okay, they are not asking you to outweigh. If they'll ask you to outweigh, you are going to write 1 point extra for one of these two. So you can write 3 advantages and 2 disadvantages because they have clearly mentioned ES. Now we have this one. Is this a positive? It is a mixed question. Why is this? Is this a positive? So second May they have asked your opinion, and the first one they are asking the reason. So it is a mixed question. Clearly a mixed question. Okay. So we are going to write 4 paragraphs. We are going to just prepare questions. In this one, discuss both views. First view in first body paragraph, support the first view. Support the second view. Support first view in first body paragraph. Support second view in second body paragraph and give your opinion. Opinion essay. One good way to promote world peace. To what extent? So this is the question where we can partially agree, partially disagree, 50-50 or even totally agree. So there is nowhere written. So you guys, you are not going to find it anywhere. We can actually partially agree or we can even go for totally agree. Opinion and to what extent as well. Now, the first one, you can consider it as a mixed question or even as a problematic question. Why so? They are asking you, instead of asking the solution, there's some sort of asking the solution. Why? What does it require to be successful? Or solutions to become successful? But it is not exactly a problematic question. It is also a mixed question. However, if it would have been a problematic question, then the question would have been rephrased. How can this problem be solved? How can they get equal opportunity? Or how can students who completed their studies get more opportunities? So if they'll be asking a solution to a problem, that is a problem solution essay. That is a problem solution essay. So this is the way we are going to write every single essay type, and I believe I was able to explain you these 5 essay types in detail. Still, if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. I reply to all your comments myself. So don't worry, whatever you're going to ask, I actually am going to prepare a video on that. And this also was requested by 3 students of mine, and one of the student is Nishan. So I know you guys are facing problem in one thing or the other. Just ask me in the comment section and I'm going to prepare the video on the same. So ending it at this, just follow the structure for body paragraph. Go through the body paragraph structure video, example video, conclusion video. You'll get everything in detail. Thank you very much for watching the session. I hope you totally enjoyed the session. And if it's a yes, do consider subscribing to our channel, and I'm going to see you soon with the next video of mine. Bye bye everyone.